Just did a little shuffle around between the Chev and the Bronco, and it feels so weird not towing with this vehicle. Gonna have to get used to that Bronco pulling.
It is Friday and it is time to get the heck out of town. But this weekend, we're taking the Bean and the Bronco. This will be the first time we tow the Bronco with the Bean with the Bronco. This will be the first time we tow the Bean with the Bronco, and it's first time camping with the Bronco. So hopefully everything goes all right. Everything should, but it's kind of exciting to get hooked on and test out the Bronco.
To see what it's really made for. Both of them, actually.
When you're hooking on, it's a tight squeeze here between the tire and the hitch. That's pretty tight. So luckily I have my camera here, but Kara's gonna have to guide me as well. That way I don't end up breaking something.
So Jess, starting up the canyon, how do you feel?
Yeah, it accelerates really nice. I mean, it does have the V6, so it shouldn't be too much with this little Bean here, but I mean, we're cruising up at 60, not a problem, and it feels pretty stable. Overall, we haven't went very far yet, but pretty stable, liking it. Now, this isn't going to be like the most long distance tow test because we're not going very far for the night, but it is nice to get it hooked on, and I'm kind of surprised it doesn't seem like it wobbles or anything like that.
I haven't noticed anything either.
Yeah, just really nice and smooth. It is crazy how green it is up here though, because normally this time of year everything's so dry, but we've been getting quite a bit of moisture, so it'll be nice and green up wherever we get camping, hopefully. Now the thing is actually trying to find a spot. We'll see. I'm sure everybody has the same idea that we have of let's go and get out of the heat. We've been having some really hard monsoon rains, so it looks like this canyon's got hammered a little bit. Looks like the canyon's getting busy already, trying to find a spot up in here, but I want to be off the road a little ways too. I don't know, because you hate to have traffic the whole time and dust and all that, but it's always hard to pick the spot. It's been really nice with the Bronco on these tighter, windier roads. Just that smaller profile or that smaller wheelbase has just been nice towing up through here. With the truck, these tight corners are pretty dang tight. I'm sure people pull their fifth wheels and all that up here, but I know I don't exactly want to with how narrow this road is. There was a few places down there that we probably could have pulled off, Kara, but I think we might as well head up a little bit higher and see how the Bronco does getting up a little bit higher. And maybe a little bit more off-road. I mean, it's still just gravel roads, but we'll see how they are.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Camp's just about set up, but we need to get dinner going because it's like 6:30, and gonna use the Blackstone. But the problem is this thing is way unlevel, and our little table kind of sucks. But Kara thinks that she has something that might fix that. What do you got?
Found these at work. They're called level-headed. Comes in 2 separate pieces, but I guess if you have a square table leg, it won't work. But if you've got a round leg, table leg, you can adjust the height, and it even has a level on the side, so you can
Yeah. Well, let's see how they work. Look pretty cool. Kind of a handy little invention somebody made.
Yeah.
Can you get those apart?
Kicker is trying to get this thing apart now.
Oh, they have a little groove.
Little groove.
So you aren't going to pull them apart. You have to push them apart.
Well, yeah. You have to get them started somehow. Jesse. Switch me. Oh, geez.
See, it has a little
Well,
groove.
yeah.
And I think you
I
were
wiggled it
you were
for
going
you.
that way. Oh, you loosened up. That's what it is. You loosened it up.
Yep.
Thanks,
yep.
hon.
You're welcome.
All right, let's see how this
I
goes.
think this is the. Well, yeah, that's not even on the ground.
Yep. Well, that's about good there. Let's see.
And even on this end over here.
Yep.
And I think we'll have it.
There we go.
There you go. There you have it.
That's pretty freaking handy. Really simple. Way better than I used to pack shims and like stack the shims and oh, what a pain. Who knew? But now it's time to get dinner going.
Well, I failed to check the propane. Not that propane, but this propane. So, yeah, it feels really empty. But
Will you move that bag out of the way, Kara?
we may resort to
It might be on a frying pan.
frying pan on the cook stove. So let me just open up my kitchen here. One of my favorite things about the bean. For the menu tonight, I have got some salmon fillets. I'm gonna do up some broccoli, green salad. That's kind of what we're going with. And if there's no propane for the little grill, then we're gonna have to resort to our little cooktop. Because I do know the trailer has propane in it. So, well, let's get at it.
One of the great things about having the sink in this galley, being able to wash up your hands a little bit. Now, here we have our salmon. We haven't salt and peppered it yet, so we're gonna hurry and do that. Maybe I'll have Kara do that since I only have one hand. Can you help me out with that, hon?
Yeah, I'm getting dried up here.
Okay.
And it's already got a little dill, some lemon in the bottom.
Okay, so let's throw it on. Just gonna cook that on the Blackstone here. Hopefully we have enough propane to get it done, or else we'll have to go to a frying pan. We are really struggling this year with propane bottles. Just remembering to throw them in. Kara, how did everything ride getting up this bumpy road?
Actually, I didn't see anything out of place.
Because we were bouncing pretty good.
I mean, I had one cup fall out when I opened, but
But that's when you slid the thing. Like
that
nothing had tumbled out.
no, that was after I'd slid it. Doors were still closed.
It wasn't dusty.
No,
No.
and we obviously got into some dust
Yeah.
for sure, and some mud,
A little
and some
bit.
gravel, and some dirt, and some weeds.
Yeah, really happy with how that held, with being that bumpy.
Yeah.
You really couldn't tell with the Bronco though, compared to the truck.
Oh, the truck
Holy
is
crap, that rides so much better.
the truck is brutal on like this type of terrain.
On an asphalt road, sometimes it's brutal, let alone on a dirt road.
On a dirt road, yeah.
That was smooth, like impressively smooth.
Like our ATV smooth.
Yeah,
It was super nice.
yeah, kind of crazy. And it pulled up the hills really nice because we had some steep sections. I mean,
Well, some steep and then some instant up and
yeah, we tried to film, but it was like, so.
all over the place.
Yeah,
for sure.
Maybe on our way out tomorrow, I'll get down and walk down a little bit and film it a little bit better. But
Try to
really happy with the setup. I think the Bronco was meant for the Bean,
Right,
or the Bean was meant for the Bronco.
right.
Either way, happy campers.
Well, and I have to note out that there were several groups, party pastures, groups of people, and there was a few that were like, or they all would turn, or our rig was way different than all of theirs in their gargantuan toy haulers and their jacked up trucks and their, and here we come in our little
Yeah, just cruising up nice and quiet and easy and
just cruising up, no problem. People were like, look at that.
yeah, we aren't saying that you couldn't get your trailer up here.
No.
We could probably get our fifth wheel up here. We just don't want to.
Do we want to beat the crap out of it and scratch it and take out?
And it's hard on the truck and everything else. It's just,
yeah.
it's too dang much for them. And then people wonder why they fall apart so quick. You drag a 40-foot fifth wheel up this stuff. Come on. The torque on the frames and everything else, it's too much. And Kara sees it when they come in for warranty work all the time at her job. And they're just like, where did you take this thing? Yeah.
Yeah.
But time to get dinner finished up. We got broccoli going, got salmon.
Salad. I even brought your croutons.
Yeah.
I failed to bring, oh no, I did not. I did bring dessert.
Oh! Heck yeah. Salmon's all done. Didn't run out of propane. So, time to eat. Plate's all done up. Not eating too bad for roughing it.
Not too bad. Just cleaned out the fridge. Not many have salmon on the top of the mountain. And broccoli. Green salad. But
Yep.
that's what you get when you clean out the fridge. Well, we're finally able to use our new mattress. I'm excited to test it out. I'm really hoping my hips and shoulders feel better in the morning with this mattress. So, yes.
Yeah, we got it about a month ago, right? Or more. And we haven't got out and used it.
Has it been that long?
I think so.
Gosh, we are procrastinators.
It's just been busy.
We've had friends use this before we have. So,
Yeah, and they said it was good, so hopefully it's good for us.
yeah.
Beautiful morning. Got breakfast going. One of the best parts about getting up here away is breakfast in the morning with a cup of coffee. Just doesn't get much better than that. Last night was our first night on our new mattress from Mattress Insider, and I slept really good. I don't know about Kara. Let's ask her. Hey, how did you sleep?
Hi. I slept pretty darn good. Our new mattress is so nice in comparison to what we had before. It's got the support that we needed, the comfort. It was great.
Yeah, and after looking at it and everything, we probably could have went even with the 8-inch instead of the 6-inch and got even more support. But this one's good.
We could have, but you never know.
Yeah, it was nice not to wake up with sore joints.
For sure.
Yeah. Now just trying to get going. We should have opened some vents last night. It got a little bit warm.
It got a
I kept worrying it was going to get cold, and it just never did.
Yeah, even I got warm, so you know it was warm. I thought Jesse was getting us cleaned up to go, but in fact,
It's just so disorganized. After bouncing around, and we've lent it out a few times and rented it, and nothing's where I want it to be. So I know as soon as I get home, we'll park it and I won't do this. So it's better to do it now. Yeah, and just try to get it a little bit better organized. We can fit way more in it that way, and I at least can find stuff. Hopefully. On our way back down, it's a little bit steep on some of these dirt roads, so I think I'll probably have to put it in manual and see how it holds itself back that way, because I don't want the trailer pushing too much. So let's pop it down into manual and see what it does. Now, we aren't in 4-wheel drive or 4-low or anything, just regular 2-wheel drive, but I put it down into manual to help control it a little bit more. Seems to be holding back really nice though. Don't have to use the brakes a whole bunch. If we were on steeper or rougher terrain, we'd probably have to throw it into one of the goat modes or whatever. But for this, I mean, it's just dirt road. Not too big of a deal, just don't want to have the brakes get hot on us. As we're dropping off here, I just have it in first gear, holding itself back pretty good. What's weird is the engine's so quiet. I'm used to when I put a truck into manual or whatever, you can really hear it. And it's different just to almost not even be able to hear it at all. It's so quiet. And it's just so weird how smooth this is. Which I know people that have had Jeeps or off Tacomas or whatever, they're like, well, yeah, duh, you've been driving a 1-ton. And I get that, but wow, this is nice to drive on these dirt roads. The washboards, all that stuff. And we haven't even aired down the tires. They're still at highway air, so we could really even soften it up more if we wanted to. And if we were doing a little bit more aggressive stuff, we probably would. Drop the pressure down a little bit. Probably need to get some sort of a compressor that I can put in here to air the tires up and down better. For when we go out, you know, farther out boondocking this fall. Because hopefully this fall, we're going to go out and actually do some more difficult stuff with the Bean and the Bronco. We've been waiting since we bought the Bean to do this sort of stuff, and the 1-ton truck just wasn't going to do it. So, no, that was a pretty short camping trip, but with the Bean, little Teardrop, it's so easy to just go out for the night even. When we have such great places so close. I mean, we're about an hour and a half to get to our campsite, and really a nice night. What did you think, Kara?
Yeah, it was nice. And had it not been this particular weekend with the hunt, we could have probably found something lower.
Yeah.
But being up there was nice, and it was beautiful, and it was really enjoyable. Just, even though just a little overnighter.
Yeah, it's not like the fifth wheel's that difficult, but this was just easy.
So easy.
It's kind of fun to get the Bronco out on a dirt road and stuff like that. I know they're meant to do a lot harder stuff than this, but it still only has 600 miles, so we're still breaking it in. Comment below, what do you think? Do you go out and do these sort of little camping trips, more boondocking, that sort of stuff? Also, remember to like, subscribe, you know, click the bell, all those things we're supposed to tell you, and enjoy your weekend.